Hello, welcome on into the video. We're going to be discussing canceled cameos and storylines, specifically in Spider-Man No Way Home, because there's a crap ton of missed content. I am recording this on December 17th, 2023, which is 2 years birthday for Spider-Man No Way Home because it came out in 2021. So I hope I can get this video released on its birthday. But yeah, let's get into it. The first one is Green Goblin was going to steal Tony Stark's armor at some point during the film, and he was going to wear it for himself. This was cancelled because Sony and Disney wanted to move away from the Iron Man-centered villains. Our next one is Ned was going to steal Goblin's glider and help out the Spideys and Strange during the third act of the film. No word on why this was cut, but it was stupid. Let's be honest, that's probably why it was cut. Our third one is that Kristen Dunst and Emma Stone were going to reprise their roles as MJ and Gwen Stacy during the film, but it was cut due to COVID. I get Kristen Dunst, but Emma Stone would have made a lot of sense considering. Our fourth one is that Tom Hardy's Venom was going to appear in the third act of the film, and he was even going to give the symbiote to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man after he got stabbed in order to save his life. This was canned because Tom Hardy couldn't make it to the set of No Way Home because he was filming Venom Let There Be Carnage simultaneously with it. Our next one is that Tom's Spider-Man was in need of some assistance during all the multiverse stuff, so he was going to go to Michael Keaton's Vulture for some help. No word on why this was cut, but it wouldn't have made a ton of sense considering that Vulture should still be in prison and not in his home. Yeah. Our next one is that Tom was originally going to wear his red and black suit instead of the integrated suit in the third act of the film. Our next one is kind of crazy. American Chavez was going to have Doctor Strange's role during the film. In other words, she would have been the one to send in the multiversal heroes and villains. In this concept art, we also see that Isabella Mercedi, I hope I pronounced that right, was cast as American Chavez. She looks more like the character than Sochi does, but that's just my opinion. Chavez's role was ultimately cut from the film because we wouldn't have been introduced to the character yet. For those who don't know, Multiverse of Madness was originally supposed to release before No Way Home, which is why the concept art was made. Our next one is that we were supposed to have scenes in the film that took place in Tobey and Andrew's worlds. This was cut because executives and producers wanted the main focus to be on Tom Holland's Spider-Man, not the others. I actually kind of agree with this one. I know people are going to hate me for that. But yeah, ultimately this is Tom Holland's film, not the other two. There is a deleted scene where Goblin and Tobey would have reunited and battled each other. This was cut due to time constraints. I don't know why that wasn't in the Spider-Man No Way Home more fun stuff version. That actually really makes me mad. Our next one is that Doc Ock was going to wear a comic-accurate outfit similar to his one in the comics. This was cut because Sony didn't want to confuse the casual audience and make them think that this version of Doc Ock wasn't from the Raimi films. Sandman was supposed to appear in human form instead of sand form in the film. However, the actor had scheduling conflicts, so he was only able to do voiceover work. Although the part where we do see him in his human form was simply just a reused scene from Spider-Man 3. During the Doctor Strange vs. Spider-Man fight scene, the two were actually going to fight in Tobey and Andrew's dimensions. No word on why this was cut, but it wouldn't have made a ton of sense. Because Doctor Strange can't travel the multiverse, and obviously neither can Spider-Man, so how would they have got there? Our next one is that Sony originally wanted to market Spider-Man No Way Home in a very different way. Their original plan was to advertise this film as a Doctor Strange vs. Spider-Man centered film. The trailers and advertising for this film would have never hinted or showed the multiverse aspects of No Way Home in any way. This was cancelled because Sony decided that teasing Andrew and Tobey would have gotten more press and excitement. Our next one is that this is a rumor, not a confirmed leak, but apparently Sony toyed with the idea of bringing in Miles Morales, from the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse film in order to appear in No Way Home. That would have been weird. Lizard was supposed to have a comic-accurate outfit. This was cut because once again, Sony didn't want to confuse the audience thinking that this version of Lizard was different from the Amazing Spider-Man one. Although this never made a lot of sense to me considering that they completely revamped Electro in this film, so I don't know why they didn't just give Doc Ock and Lizard comic-accurate suits. Mysterio was going to appear during the third act of the film and be the sixth member of the Sinister Six. He would have even fought Doctor Strange. No word on why this was cut. This one honestly hurts the most. I think that would have been just a topping cherry on the cake. Next one is that there is an alternative script of Spider-Man 3, Tom Holland's Spider-Man 3, that was created just in case Toby and Andrew couldn't come back for their roles. This script was going to feature Scorpion and Kraven as the villains, and Peter would have gotten the symbiote as well. I really hope this alternative script leaks someday. They might be saving it for a future film though, like some of the ideas. The last one is that I had to save the best one. This one is completely mind-blowing, but I don't know if it would have translated well. But Insomniac's Spider-Man was going to appear in this film in some sort of way, according to concept art. Don't know what role he would have played in the film, whether if it was just a cameo, an actual appearance, but yeah, he was supposed to appear at some point in the film. I personally would have liked to see it happen, but it might have confused the casual audience. That's going to conclude the video for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Also, there is a link in the description below regarding superhero content in 2023. Go ahead and vote in the comments because that survey is ending soon. So, yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day, guys.